One of a few questions surrounding the Chicago Bears before the start of training camp was, are the Chicago Bears going to reach contract decisions on their second-round rookies? Well, we have an answer to at least one of those today. We'll talk about it all and more right after this.
You are now tuned in to Chicago Bears Central, your number one place for all Chicago Bears news and content.
What's going on, Bears fans? Welcome to another episode of Chicago Bears Central, your number one spot for everything Chicago Bears related. I'm the host there, Haize, but more importantly, you guys can follow the channel at Chi Bears Central on every social media platform we happen to be on. With that said, let's go and get into this content for today, y'all. The Chicago Bears get an update in regards to one of their second-round rookies, as they have now signed Shemar Turner to his second round draft pick contract, which means that he's now locked in. It's just what we hope to see for the Chicago Bears. They were going to get this done leading into training camp and just lock him in. Shemar Turner is a player that does have a bright future here with the Chicago Bears in that defensive tackle role, maybe being the long-term pairing next to Javon Dexter, which would lock in two very young, talented players. Shemar Turner is a player that definitely fits what Dennis Allen likes to get out of his defensive lineman. Real big as far as that big body, strong, has a nice combination of size and speed there as well. And now the Bears get to lock him in and just it's one less thing to worry about between now and training camp, which, everybody wants to eliminate what they can. So for the Chicago Bears now, they get him locked into a contract. It's going to be good for the Chicago Bears. This is before training camp officially opens. And that's what the Bears are really looking at for here is, right, to eliminate as much of this before training camp starts, because you want to get these guys locked in. There's some thought process around the league if there could be some second-round draft picks that could end up holding out. I did not expect that to be with the Chicago Bears, but they signed Shemar Turner to his 4-year rookie scale contract, which is good. And we're starting to see more and more of these second-round draft picks get locked in here on their rookie scale deal. So this is just the first order of business. The Chicago Bears still have to make decisions on Haize Trapillo, Luther Burden, two players that are going to be competing for starting spots with the Chicago Bears in training camp. So you want to get those guys locked in as much as possible as you can as well. So, it's a lot of second-round draft picks. Coming into today, there were 30 of the 32 second-round draft selections that were unsigned. And slowly but surely, we're starting to see more and more of those guys sign their rookie contracts. And, the Bears, I would not be surprised if we see a number of follow-ups here, in the coming days, maybe even the coming hours. We could really, in reality, we could have all these second-round draft selections all shored up by the end of the day, which I'm sure Ryan Poles, Ben Johnson, Dennis Allen, the coaching staff wants to get that done as soon as possible. It's just one less distraction going into training camp. The Bears have a very important training camp ahead of them. The first training camp under new head coach Ben Johnson, which really signifies a change, hopefully, in direction for the Chicago Bears. Now, it's all hopeful when it stands to at this point right now, right? But, when you have 3 of your second-round picks, 2 of those second-round picks who are projected to be starters on your team. Like I said, Luther Burden, Haize Trapillo, they are slated to be starters potentially with your team, especially Haize Trapillo if he can beat out Braxton Jones. You don't want to go into a training camp where you're competing for a starting spot and you're not even under where you're supposed to be, but you can't even get your contract done. So it seems like this is a thing around the league now, is that the second-round picks, they want more guaranteed money. And honestly, I can't really blame them for that. I think you're going to see more and more like this with the way that the league's going, with how NIL deals are part of collegiate players, college experience right early on. They sign those NIL deals and they negotiate those as well. So you're just seeing more savviness and more awareness from young players coming out of college in regards to contracts and things like that. And then the agents too, they're trying to maximize the money for their players. When you come from an NIL, when you're getting paid in college, now there's a different expectation of that, but before players weren't getting paid, right? So you have that aspect of things. Shemar Turner is a big part of this Bears future. He gets to learn behind Andrew Billings and Grady Jarrett, right? And gets to build and develop with Javon Dexter as well. Shemar Turner already worked out with Grady Jarrett a little bit, right? As did Austin Booker. And so you're now having this new young crop of your defensive line developing, growing together, and hopefully locking themselves in. So we'll see what this looks like. Like I said, hopefully this is not the last video like this that we make today in regards to an update on the Bears' second-round draft picks. It's coming, and training camp is right around the corner. We're talking about Saturday. Players are going to start reporting. We are right around the corner, everybody, to actual football being played, and we can actually start talking about more football things than narrative things like this. But let me know what you guys think on all of that down below. Make sure you guys are following us at Shy Bear Central. You can send us any feedback, questions, comments, concerns, ChicagoBearsCentral@gmail.com. Lastly, if you want to leave a text message and our voicemail for the mailbag, the number to do so, 773-242-9336. We're the number one spot for everything Chicago Bears related. I'll see you guys on the next one. Chi-Town up, bear down, y'all. Love you guys. Peace, y'all.
This has been a presentation of the Break Media.